Hello and welcome to GM Talks live from Chennai, India. And I'm going to get over the Danish team very fast because we lost to Latvia. We were on our way to easy victory and then the guys all messed up. I don't know why. Maybe I'm the worst coach ever, but it just didn't turn out right. We lost 2.5, 1.5, and we are playing against Chinese Taipei in the next round. So great stuff, or not so great. It was not very funny to watch the sort of meltdown. To be honest, we were clearly better in the match, and then it just went to hell. So enough about the Danish team. Let's talk about what happened in the top. I was sitting in the press room when Nordibek, Abdusafarov Nordibek, I don't know which one is the first name, came in with Ivan Sokolov, and they had a press conference because Abdusafarov or Nordibek had won against Fabiano Caruana. And that must have been painful for Caruana. First of all, he's now down to number 4 on the rating list in the US. He's down to number 8 in the world list, but also the US only played 2-2 against Uzbekistan. I've been talking a little bit about Uzbekistan, I think, but I should have anyway, because that's a very, very interesting team with these 2 Nordibeks and this Sindarov and Yakubov or something. They are a very talented young squad, and they're just the guys to watch along with say India too. That's also a very, very interesting, talented squad, just something you want to watch. So and Wesley So, by the way, he won on board 3, and I still have some problems figuring out Wesley So on board 3. What kind of team is that? That's so crazy. He could be board 1 on any other team. Anyway, so the US is losing ground. They have to sort of get back into it. You could sense that earlier they were not hungry enough. They were just a little bit complacent or whatever. They have to get in there. If you want to win the Olympiad, you have to. Sometimes you can sense it, like you could sense it in the Ukraine at the European Team Championship, that they're sort of. Or you also earlier have seen it in Armenia and so on. That they're just. You feel the team has sort of an aura that's vibrating, that we are here together, we are here to win, and you don't get that at the US at the moment. But okay, you don't get it at India either. You don't get that vibe. You get that from Uzbekistan. You also get it a little bit from Spain. That could be an interesting outsider for at least a medal. They look very strong, and I think it's a team you should not underestimate. Anyway, and then there is a third seed, Norway, and they were a little bit lucky, very lucky, to not lose to Mongolia after losing to Italy in the round before. And basically, we don't believe that Norway is going to do very well here. They have Magnus Carlsen, and we're going to see his game. It was a great game. It's a nice game. But it's not enough just to have one player. You need more. And of course, they have Tari, strong player, but it will not be enough. The other guys are, I think, a guy like Ludwig Hammer is of course a strong player, but he's not playing very much, and he's not up there where you're sort of fighting to. It's not like the Uzbekis player that's like all they ever do is trying to become better at chess, or the India squad too, with Gukes, Pragnanandar, and Nihal Sirin, and this Ranuk Sadvani, and then of course the Beast. They're really hungry, nasty team. Anyway, let's see the Carlsen game. By the way, I've noticed that we are actually in some sort of a luxury prison here in India, because we are not really allowed to go anywhere. They're keeping very close eye on you, and they're calling me all the Danish players at the hotel and so on. And if you try to stray and go say, I'm going to go to the shop or groceries, and that's not so good. So I think we're not allowed to go outside. But okay, the conditions are nice, even though I have serious problems with the internet. and it's hurting everything, to be honest. Really annoying. I have to just to get the games, I have to go out of my room and go around the hotel until I get some Wi-Fi, and then I can sort of import the Wi-Fi to my room. And at the moment I have Wi-Fi on this computer, but as soon as I close it and switch it on again, it will say some sort of error. Anyway, Carlsen is white against Dambasuren, Batsuren, kind of a funny name. And we have Ragozin, and bishop d5 is a move, and bishop h4. That's I think it has the sort of Heine feel about it. It's a pawn sacrifice. Black can win a pawn now with taking on c4, and it's a little bit tricky, but why Black was not prepared for this and just castle, and after this you just have a great queen's gambit decline for white. Black has played the weird bishop b4. That's not gonna do any good for him, and white is simply better immediately. And we have an exchange variation, and this is just nice. You could get into some sort of Ragozin here, but I'm not sure you really want to have played h6 then, because that will weaken the white squares a lot. So c6, and well, basically Black lost a whole tempo on in a Carlsberg structure. Of course, that's not the end of the world, but it's not that great either, and I prefer white here. And okay, and here goes another tempo, and white keeps the bishop, and here comes e4. We have had a little bit of look at these kind of things on the both the isolated queen pawn masterclass and also the Carlsberg structure masterclass, that sometimes white goes e4. Here white is so much ahead in development, and of course he's waiting for this move. When this move happens, then e4 gains a lot of strength due to the weakness of this pawn and the white squares in particular. E4, and you don't really want to take it and free all white's pieces, but you don't really want to allow e5 either, so it's not so easy. Bishop b7 covering this. So okay, here's a little training exercise. Where is the weak point in Black's position? It's a new kind of training exercise here at GM Talk. So where is the weakness? Well, you can sense it. Where you're afraid that white will strike. Yeah, the white squares, and especially here, right? This is the place where you are afraid that something bad will happen, and it could happen, of course. So here comes the knight, and already you have serious problems with this coming, and maybe something like this sometimes, and a check over here and so on, and you're also threatening here, and already white has a very huge initiative, and the computer is like, whoa, Black is just busted. Knight here, and that's probably losing because of this move, and of course Mongolia could get home early if they played here, because then it's made in one move. Can you see it? It's a typical thing for these kind of situations. So he has to go into the place. And what do you do here with the white pieces? You go here. And it's already pretty nasty. Not much fun here. I'm not sure exactly how you play. I think maybe if he takes, I think queen a4, queen c4 are both strong. Probably he will have to take e5, bishop takes. I don't know if you can survive something like that. I don't think so, but you might. You never know. Bishop e5, d takes e5, and now we have a pawn roll as well. Queen e7, f4, And even the ending here is, of course, just horrible for black because the bishops are just so strong. And there's this one, and the attack will not stop just because the queen goes. It will continue. c5, getting this square for the knight, but a knight is not really. And I this is the thing I really like about this game. You just leave the bishop here. Don't it doesn't matter. And here. And so we're ready for you here. If black goes here, then this will get the e file. Queen d7, and it plays itself here. e6, attacking the queen, and there's this X-ray effect. I kind of like that sort of. Algorithm, or what's called the way to explain something like X-ray effect. That's nice. Queen c6 has to go. That's also so the queen is stuck to the defense of g2. Bishop e5. The other one is joining the attack. And well, and here comes the fun part. What to do? Queen d3. And the thing is, for instance, if something like this, you just take, I think. And then I think this one mates. And you have, after something like this, you have queen g8. I'm not using an Indian because that messes up the sound, even though the sound is not that good. So queen d3, nice little move. Oops, but he can play rook e2. Just take, and here the attack is just too much. Again, this one runs into bishop here. So he goes to h2, and here there are like a million wins. But the way Carlsen finishes is kind of nice. Check. And let's see what's happening. What if he takes with this one? Then you take here, check. And what about here? You go here, check, and checkmate. It's nice. What else? King takes. Then maybe this move. Here, check. And again, you're threatening to get this. And by the way, it's nice to have the rook covering here. And something like this. This move is probably pretty good. So after bishop f6, Batsuren had enough, and Carlsen could go to the win. It's interesting if Carlsen will be annoyed with his team because he's on 2.5 from 3, and they probably will hold him down because they cannot follow the strongest players. There have been many upsets here. Not only Denmark playing below usual strength, also. Ukraine, they lost, and Hungary lost to Cuba. That was surprising. Anyway, this was GM Talks live from Chennai, India, where we are playing the Olympiad, and today we will do better than yesterday. Thank you for watching.